138-0 to kick a bunch of pedophiles out of our state. Yes, and the Senate gets down on their knees and licks their boots.
I want to talk to you about treachery, about treason, about abuse of power, and the authoritarian control grid that is destroying our constitutional republic. On May 24, 2011, the U.S. Attorney sent a threatening letter to the Texas State House informing the Texas Senate that if they passed the bill that had been unanimously passed by the House, 138-0, blocking TSA from violating state and federal law, groping men, women, and children's genitals, including Miss America, who was violated in Dallas, that if they did their duty, their job, and followed common sense and the Constitution and stopped this molestation that was going on, and is still ongoing, that the feds would blockade all air travel in and out of Texas, the second most populous state in the nation, with mega cities like Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. They said, if you try to stop our TSA agents from actually sticking their hands in people's pants, not just grabbing their genitals on the outside, and running their hands down into the crease of people's rear end. I can't believe I even have to talk about this in America, this extreme power grab, that if they tried to enforce the law in this state, that the feds would create a no-fly zone over the state of Texas, a blockade, an act of war. Well, the Texas House said, fine, we don't care. We've passed the bill. We're doing the right thing. Don't mess with Texas. Let's have this confrontation. Let's call your bluff. Now, in the Senate, of 31 senators in the Texas Senate, they had 30 of the 31, a supermajority. Governor Perry claimed he was going to sign it. Well, his crony, David Dewhurst, with a long history in the CIA and coups in Latin America, Klaus Barbie, the Nazi. I mean, you can't make stuff up like this. David Dewhurst, under Justice Department orders, with federal lobbyists violating Texas ethics rules, went on the floor of the House and threatened the members into removing their yes vote. And so the bill was pulled. And we now know about this because of State Senator Dan Patrick of Houston going public in the San Antonio Express News, the Austin American Statesman, the Houston Chronicle, and saying that Dewhurst did not want this information to get out. He didn't want his fingerprints on it, but everybody witnessed it, that he twisted arms and helped expand the threat of a federal blockade or a no-fly zone over Texas that the Justice Department brazenly issued, which is an act of war under international law. That's what they're doing to Gaddafi right now in Libya. They said no air traffic in or out of Texas. And instead of the Senate going forward and calling the feds bluff, David Dewhurst twisted arms and ensured that the bill died. Well, we got word of this. There was still time to try to get the bill back on the Senate floor. I called spontaneously in the last hour of my radio show on Wednesday, May 25th, for folks to get in their cars, to get down to the Texas Capitol, and to go in there and to confront these federal minions that are trying by stealth to allow the TSA to continue their activities. Dewhurst did not want anyone to know that he was the one that killed this legislation. Not only is he for the groping and the federal domination, but he doesn't want you to know that because he understands how incredibly unpopular these TSA rape down, grope downs are. This is absolutely outrageous, and everyone needs to remember that as Dewhurst prepares to run for Kay Bailey Hutchinson's Senate seat, that we need a real constitutionalist, a real patriot, and not some corrupt rhino. It shows you how much the establishment Republicans love the police state, and they want to break the will of the American people along with their socialist communist cohorts in the Obama administration. David Dewhurst needs to go ahead and join with Obama and join with the neocons and stop acting like he's a patriot. His political career is now going down in flames. Many political watchers have now pointed out. If you think it destroyed Newt Gingrich's career as a so-called conservative to come out against Congressman Ryan's budget and call it extreme, if you think it's endangering Mitt Romney that he's the author of the Massachusetts socialist health care bill that became the federal model. If you think these rhinos are becoming an endangered species in politics, you're absolutely right. And Dewhurst has shown us exactly who he is. So he may have won this battle against Texas, but he's going to lose the war. Now, here's what happened down at the Capitol when the people came out to let their servants know they were fully aware of the treason they were engaged in.
Well, nice little spontaneous group of people that don't want a bunch of federal brown shirts. Folks, you're going to go in and tell those senators to follow the will of a unanimous vote of the House. Let them block our airports. Let them set up a criminal federal blockade of Texas. It's time these foreign banks that have hijacked our state understand this is only the beginning. It's time they understand the control freak parasites have gone too far. 25 states are moving to block the federal brown shirt pervert force that now is invading public schools. I don't need a megaphone to expose the tyranny of that cowardly Senate. And we'll take those House members and we'll kick out every one of those senators and we'll put them in. Well, everybody, let's go together. Let's go in and talk to them. That's what we're here for. It doesn't matter. We're going in there and letting them know we were there. Come on, let's go. We got to go through their little baby pervert TSA system. This is how they break you. In 2 years, they'll be sticking your hands down your pants if we don't stop them at this Capitol. Slave entrance right here. It's all about making you feel like you're a criminal. This is the TSA right here. The TSA that got Mohammed Muttalib on the plane in the Netherlands. Oh, I gotta be searched. I need to come into the concentration camp. Everybody's ready to go. TSA brown shirt, TSA brown shirt, TSA brown shirt, TSA brown shirt. Hands out, hands out, hands out, hands out, hands out, hands out. Government people and approved upper-level slaves only have to come in and wave their card. The government overlords, they get to come in. They're exempt from having to come through. And see, this is what they're planning. They train you to go through all this and get angry, then everybody gets one of these ID systems to be able to even come in. So it's a two-tiered. This is real discrimination. What you're witnessing right there is real. Show it, Aaron. That's real discrimination. Trusted travelers. That's what the hands down the pants are about, is to make you accept biometrics to be able to do anything. Then in the future, everybody gets the card, but then they do the groping as well. We have to exercise this freedom to let them know they're our servants or we will lose it. Because in every case in history, there are always criminals that get control of government and try to train you that they dominate you. And there's no doubt that's happening today. Yeah! This place is infested with parasites. This place is infested with offshore lobbyists. Anyone in this Texas Senate that does not on record say they will vote to kick the feds out of here and force their blockade, call their hand, is an enemy of the Republic.